Okay, Coach, we are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
That's it, baby.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check, 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 check.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Double in this Has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So Brady and the Pats take over first and 10 at the 20.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down.
Check it, reload! Hey, ball 66!
From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On fourth down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Get him! Get him!
Singletary here running out of the gun. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones on the stop.
One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Throwing is Allen on third. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
You don't know no better.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
This is our time. Stop. Watch the eye. That's 10.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This will be caught by Brown. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Here's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
Open man here is Foster. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check. Gun.
From the gun, it's Allen. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. That'll bring up 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Mike 54. Oh, you got deep? Oh. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Now Allen from the gun, he'll throw. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Brady gives to Michelle. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
But obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Guys, game situation. Let's go. Jim.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about.
Wait, that Alabama, 380. It's our time. Alert 3.
Alert 3.
Hey, Alabama.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Slam. 49's the mic. Watch for shadow.
Throwing now is Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Hey, switch gears.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And an alley to run. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 30.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Wait, that 53.
Mike 49. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy? Give me some. Here we go.
Check it. Reload.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down.
Check 99.
Goal 50.
They're running it. It's Michelle. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Coach, we're just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go, here we go.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check. Check 9. Alert.
Now Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Monday, be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. Complete, Hunter Henry with a grab. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Don't get nervous.
Kill.
Half.
Rush in.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Check 52. Hey, check it.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On the ground, Michel. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Check. Fresno.
Following the penalty, Michel. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. now out of the gun. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
And it's third down.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Even. 4 down. Even.
Shotgun now for Brady. Got his man, that's Harry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
First down, New England.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch time. Watch time. Tight end right. Tight end right. 4 down.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Wait, 49's the mic. Army.
Now a play fake. Brady. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And this is going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Allen from the gun on third down. And it's complete. Henry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
We got to step it up.
Here's Allen to throw it. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Let's go.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now on 2nd and 16, Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And here's Allen operating from the gun. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Dorsett. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, 66.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, New England.
We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it... The Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert. Rip.
Now a first down carry for Harris. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Play action. Now it's Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On the ground, it's Singletary. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Bills on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning them into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Brady to throw. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 score line as they begin with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Hunter Henry. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Pull it together.
Throwing again. Brady. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that... Time who had that play covered from the start.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
13 yards. First down, Patriots.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Again, it's Brady. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. Dorsett's got it. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. 4 down. 4 down. Alert. Let's go, Mike.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Hey, ball 66.
They run with Harris. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. This is Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4.
Alpha.
Watch the run, watch the run.
From the gun, it's Brady. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Alabama.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, add the second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
After the sack on 1st down, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing now is Allen. Complete. It's Henry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Mike forward. Target.
Allen now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
We got this.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Wait, that 29. Alpha.
50 to Mike. Watch the slant.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady. Throw left side, complete to Moss. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Throw left side complete. That's Moss. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Wait, 20.
Let's go, D.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Catch is made by Harry. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. On play action, it's Brady. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Mike 50.
I got one. Mike's 50.
Sugar.
Brady to throw again. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
From the 31, Allen. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. That one was intended for John Brown. And it'll bring up third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
That's going to be a long day.
Half.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Hey, wahoo!
Allen going to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things.
And he fumbles. fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Bills have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
On first down, Singletary. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 23-yard line.
Middle. Watch twist. X3. 218, chopper.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Half 85.
4, Mike, 5.
Go.
On second down and 4, Allen. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills have once again taken the lead. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?